Hello, my name's Whit. I'm 14 years old and I'm Christian.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm 15 years old. Agnostic.
So do you think I should get back into skateboarding? Do you think that I'm gonna hurt myself?
Here I am, having surgery.
I remember one time doing a trick in front of my dad's new girlfriend. He was so proud of me. I made him look so cool.
Welcome to Sam Brown University TV. I just want to say the response from week 1 has been amazing. And we're so excited to get back to it. Today's episode is featuring Whitmer Thomas and Kevin Spanky Long, pro skateboarder. It's a little bit of a different episode. So that's why I wanted to preface this. I'm not wearing my sort of collegiate garb in this episode. Prep yourself for that. It might be shocking to see me in anything but a button-up shirt. But then also we have a follow-up that we're going to do. So at the end of the episode, you're going to hear the follow-up. We're not necessarily going to do a follow-up every episode, but without any further ado, enjoy the episode.
Welcome to Sam Brown University TV, or as we like to call it around here, SBUTV. Sam Brown University TV. You've heard of School of the Hard Knocks? Well, this is School of the Hard Laughs. Today, on the show with me today, is comedian, actor, musician, and skateboarder, Whitmer Thomas. Hello, Whitmer.
Hey, Sam, thanks for having me, pal.
Do you want me to call you Whitmer or Whit?
Whit is better. I wish that I could professionally just be called Whit Thomas.
That's good, yeah.
People have such a hard time with Whitmer.
Sometimes I accidentally call you Whitford.
Yeah,
no Whitford,
it's everything.
right?
There's Bradley Whitford.
Yeah. I think that's probably...
It's pretty much everything but Whitmer is what I'm mostly called.
Whit's cool, though, yeah.
I wish I could go back in time.
It does, though. There is the kind of pun thing where you're a comedian named Whit, so it's
it's tricky. Yeah, I mean, a long time ago, when I delivered groceries, a lot of times old people would ask me what my name was, and whenever I'd say Whit, they would go, "What are you, some kind of comedian?" And I would be like, "Well, yeah, I guess I am." So
one day,
yeah, one day I will be. Well, no, I was back then.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to be a comedian,
right? No.
Which actually, this gets us into our topic, which is it also doesn't take much to be a skateboarder. Our topic today is it ever too late to become a skateboarder? Skateboarder? And more importantly, will I, Sam Brown, ever do a kickflip?
Huh.
So that's the topic for
cool.
Today's show.
All right.
Before we started, they have an opening line for me. Before we started filming, the producers let me know that the closest hospital is 10 miles away. So either I nail the kickflip or we shoot the second half of the episode from urgent care. I don't know why we'd be at urgent care if the hospital's 10 miles away. Wouldn't we be at the hospital?
Yeah, fucking
right?
Idiots. The hell?
Sorry. So, when did you get into skateboarding?
I got into it probably when I was 9. 8 or 9, my big brother got into it. And it was, I just wanted to do everything he did. So it became a situation to where during Christmas time, I would get all of the same stuff as him for Christmas, but just the small version of it. And he was cool with that somehow. Yeah.
Did you start out with a real skateboard, or
No.
was it one of those things where you had a Nash?
It was a Nash and those kinds of boards. And I was into it. I always thought it was really cool in movies and stuff when characters skated. But it wasn't until I skated on my cousin's actual skateboard that I really got into it. Really, really wanted to do it.
Yeah. There's something about that, that jump to a real skateboard. Do you remember getting your first skateboard?
Like a real one?
Yeah, real one.
Oh, yeah, I remember it clearly. I remember whose board it was.
Yeah.
The wheels.
Whose was it?
It was Heath Kirchart.
Heath Kirchart.
Birdhouse board with Spitfire Classics.
What was
and
the design
independent
on
trucks? It was like a snow monster, like an abominable snowman kind of guy.
I think my first board, Jeremy Klein Bomberman.
Birdhouse board?
Yeah,
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It was funny because, I mean, how old are you?
36.
36. Okay. Yeah. So I'm 8 years older than you. But like, there was this transition. You might not remember this, but like, as clearly, but like, I remember like, you know, when I was really young, it was still the like days of like Tony Hawk and Christian Hosoi and like, you know, like in the 80s, there was like that version. And then like my brother like was the first time I ever saw like a pill-shaped board, like him skating with his friends. And there's that weird like transition into like, oh, it's this whole different thing.
Yeah, it bothered me in movies because there was no real skater movies that I could think of in the 90s. But there's a lot in the 80s, but they all skated the old style boards, the flat tails and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. The
And
like,
no
leaving
nose.
the cubes and Police Academy 4s.
Thrashing.
Yeah, thrash.
And I would rent those from the library or the video store. They had them. I know the library had Thrashing.
Yeah.
Um,
Josh Brolin,
yep,
who you were just in a movie with.
I was. I didn't get to talk to him about Thrashing though.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you? I mean, did you talk to him, right? You
Yeah.
had days on set with him.
Oh yeah. I
and-
should have.
Yeah. Why not? You're too busy
talking about other
his,
stuff.
about his stepmom.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, Barbara.
Barbara. Yeah. So what's Barbara like?
Actually, he's so personable and nice, but like we went and saw a movie together and it wasn't a good movie and he was openly just talking about it in the lobby of the movie theater.
Yeah. What movie?
I think I'm not saying what it was because I don't want to out him, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he knows that he's like the main bad guy in the Marvel Cinematic Universe because everybody was like sort of looking at him and like, you shouldn't be saying this, man. You shouldn't have opinions.
But he is the bad guy though.
That's
so
true.
I mean,
So it
it's
works.
good to be like, you could be like, oh, I hate Captain America.
Yeah.
Like this Captain America sucks because he's the good guy we fought once.
But he was cool. I mean,
Yeah.
he has a elder skater vibe for sure.
Yeah.
I think that was like, I think his interest in skating in the 80s was real.
Oh, like, do you think before the movie?
I think so. He's from like Southern California.
Yeah.
It would make
That's
sense.
cool. That was like one of those things too, where the movie had like skate jousting and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which is like when you like actually start skateboarding, you're like not as much.
No.
Did you ever skate joust?
We would play a thing called Mario Kart on where this is long after we had all known how to skate
Yeah.
pretty well at this point. And
Yeah.
but at night we'd get bored and go to the tennis courts and play Mario Kart where we would skate, like push ourselves around or get on our knees and like scoot around and just try to like kill each other.
Oh, that is fun.
Yeah. And like we'd grab trash out of the trash can, set shit on fire and throw it at each other, and it was awesome.
Like on fire.
Oh yeah, I mean we like set off like a couple forest fires.
Did anyone get hurt?
I'm sure somebody did.
Yeah. Yeah. I was almost involved in a forest fire. I was like hanging out with friends who were doing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one day I didn't hang out with them, I called them up. I'm like, hey, well, you guys want to hang out? And they're like, oh, we can't. We set Jeff's yard on fire. And it was like his yard and like 8 other, it was like a block, and it was like a bunch of people's backyards was just like ablaze.
Yeah, that's fun stuff.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
From Massachusetts, from Sandwich,
So
Massachusetts.
it's got wet ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're all right.
It wasn't too dry.
Yeah, that's how it was. My buddy Clay started a forest fire in our home.
Clay from
Yeah.
Power Violence.
Yeah. And then he watched as he like ran away and then sat there while the fire trucks went and put it out.
And like watched it like
And
a
just sort of
pyromaniac.
watched it like, whoops.
like a pyromaniac you see on like Law and Order. Like
Yeah,
It was
except
like-
I think he was trying to blow up an air conditioner he found.
yeah. It is funny too, thinking like, wow, I was lucky I didn't die, right?
Oh my God. Kidding me?
Right?
We would be like in the middle of the night in Alabama on some county road. We'd be like, let's see how long we can drive if we turn our lights off. If we just drive in the pitch black dark.
Yeah. And you're like, we should have hit something by now.
yeah.
Like, this just makes no sense.
Yeah, those were the days, man.
Cool. Well, so you have a new special that you just finished work that is yet to come out.
Right, yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, I think it'll come out next year. But it has a lot to do with skating. It's like it's mostly all of the stories are about me and my buddies as kids, just dicking around. And there's like we use some old footage to sort of flesh out some of those stories.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like real old footage.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. Like the thing that I always loved about skating is that there is this sort of like convergence of like filmmaking in a way, because like it was such a big part of it was recording yourself, but like athleticism and like just a creative style also, but like, and also like music too, like music taste and all that, like all those things coming together to be one thing, and there's not many other sports that are like that,
No, I think basketball has kind of started to do it, but there's nobody who's doing like the underground. Usually my buddy makes a lot of those highlight basketball kind of things.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
They're kind of similar to skate parts.
Yeah.
And they're really like cool and well made and stuff, but nobody's taken the mixed media approach that like skating has done yet.
So like was that like a big influence on your comedic?
Everything.
Yeah.
Comedic, artistic, just like across the board, musically, all the music that I liked, I found out about through videos and fashion and also style wise. Like I like how skate videos feel like a scrapbook.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, has influenced a lot of like how I make things.
One question before we move on to the guests. Fuck, marry, kill, Clay, Bud, or Rod?
Sam Brown University TV fact, Whitmer Thomas, Clay Tatum, Bud Diaz and Rodney Berry used to perform together in their comedy collective Power Violence.
Definitely, I guess I would marry Clay.
Marry Clay. Okay.
Oh, no, it wouldn't. I would marry Rod. Sorry, Clay. Rod is just like really sweet and chill.
Yeah.
And he likes to like go on vacation and lay around in the sand.
Okay.
And that's kind of what I want my forever partner to be. And
well, this isn't looking good for Bud, I guess.
well, with Bud, I wouldn't want to fuck Clay though.
Oh, true.
So I would fuck Bud. He
All right,
has a
so-
nice ripe ass on him too.
Yeah.
He's got a big old fuckable ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Clay, I've known Clay the longest, so I don't know if I'm gonna get to learn any extra new stuff about him. So he's gone. I'd kill him.
Sorry, Clay.
Yeah.
Let's bring out our guest.
Would you call that a dossier?
Yeah, it's kind of a dossier, kind of a rundown. Our expert today is a skateboarding legend. He's been pro for over 2 decades. He's an artist and musician. Please welcome Kevin Spanky Long.
Hello.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you skate for Baker?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Did you bring any like freebies or?
Yeah, I have my board in the car. You could have it. It's a little banged up.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you need it?
I guess, but you're putting me on the spot here.
All right, true. No,
But I got you. I got
can
you.
Keep it. You can keep it. All right. So when did you you were first sponsored when you were six. No, you were first sponsored by 16 Skateboards.
Mm-hmm.
When was that?
Let's see. That was probably like around 99, 98 or something like that. The late 90s.
How old were you?
About 14.
About 14.
There's probably a way to check this math, but I'm not sure on these dates. But yeah, around then.
This isn't a math show, so we can just barrel through this.
Yeah, around there, teenager. Because 16 was like it was a company for little kids, so you get kicked off when you turn 16.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was
funny.
That was the concept of the company.
Was there a parent? Like, was it like you could graduate to a bigger company, or they were just like, nope, we only deal in little kids?
Yeah, I think the idea was then you go on to invisible skateboards. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah.
But I never really saw anyone graduate.
Yeah. Okay. Were you a child actor, by the way?
I when I was 5, I was in an Oscar Mayer Wiener commercial. But that was kind of the extent of it. Well, I grew up here in LA. I grew up in the Valley, and some of my friends did commercials and stuff. And I think somebody asked my parents if I'd be interested, and I went on a couple auditions, and I did a couple of commercials when I was a little kid. And I think around that time, I was kind of over it, and they were just like, okay, that's it.
Do you think there's something about the, like, at a young age, getting into this practice of like, hey, learn your lines and repeat this thing and do it over and over again, that like eventually carried over into like, yeah, let's like practice an ollie?
Perhaps, though I don't think I was very good at acting.
Okay.
Dude, you're a natural.
Yeah, you're fooling me.
That Oscar. Have you seen the commercial?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have lines though.
Well,
You're
I didn't
just
have
talking about your hot dog.
Yeah, I don't think in that one it was good because I didn't have to memorize any lines. They just gave me a chocolate donut and let me just cook.
They didn't even give you the hot dog.
Yeah, they didn't give you.
Well, they gave me a hot dog, but I don't think I wanted anything to do with it.
Okay.
I've been eating hot dogs since I was a kid. And I was good at it.
Oscar Mayer beef hot dogs, made with pure fresh beef and no fillers.
Yeah, what was the first skate video? Were you on a video for 16?
There was a video for 16. Yeah, it was called "I Hate Children," and I had a part in that, and that was probably my first video.
Now, did you have say in like how it was edited and like what music?
I picked my song. Yeah,
Picked your song.
Yeah.
Misfits.
Yeah, it was a Misfits song.
Classic.
Yeah.
And back in the day, you could put any music you wanted in skate videos, pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, now it has to be cleared.
Yeah.
Because it's. So how has that changed? Like, because you were in skateboarding in the video days, like in the where people would buy $20 tapes from a skate store, and it was like a kind of like a video album.
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest thing that's changed now is just the amount of videos that come out. They're coming out literally on a daily basis. So it's harder for things to stick around and be like canonized or this is my work, this is my body of work, and it takes 5 years to do one video part, and then you like fuck off for 2 years, and then you do another one that takes forever. And now it's just people are pumping out footage in all different directions, and it's harder to make a Welcome to Hell or The End or whatever, because there's just so much out there.
What was the last like big skate collection, skate video?
I don't know, what would you say would be the last big one?
I mean, one that like felt important.
Well, that's the other thing too, is now it's less of like a, what do you call it, like monoculture in skateboarding, and things are really serving, like everything else, you're like serving like specific communities, and even within skating, like certain niches of things. So like if you're a huge fan of Quasi, then the new Quasi video is like the biggest thing that just came out. Or if you like Baker has a Death Wish Part 2 was a year or two ago, and that was a full length, like hour-long video.
I'm trying to think of like most recently, like an event where, to me, it's the Skull Crusher Wheatley video. What was that, like a year ago?
Soul Crusher.
Soul Crusher.
Yeah.
Soul Crusher. That was still a year ago. I'm sure there's been one. There's like always a Nike video every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There are still quite a few like full lengths coming out.
Proper 30-minute.
Is there anything that's felt like innovative?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're always innovative as far as the skating part goes, or the filmmaking part.
I mean, I remember when like what was it? Get Real came out. Is that right? No. What's the one that Spike Jones?
Video Days?
Oh no.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Came out, and like even like the thing of like I mean like green screening the skateboards, like that was like super cool. But like Owen Wilson like making an appearance in a skate video was like
Talking about Spanky.
Oh really?
Spanky did that. What trick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He said Spanky blitzed that in the America video.
Come on, Spanky Blitz on the America video.
Should skateboarding be validated? His question is like skateboarding's in the Olympics now, and there's something about that is like you know, like, hey, it's a real sport. Some people are winning gold medals for this, but there's also something that feels a little bit like off about that. It feels a little like, you know, removed from when I was hanging out and like started smoking pot because I was skateboarding.
Yeah. No, what do you think? To me, I mean, it's cool. It's cool that it's reaching more people. That's great, but I don't think it's really doing much for the parts of skateboarding that I love. The things that you're talking about are the things that drew me into skateboarding, and that stuff that skateboarding doesn't feel very like dangerous or like a culture that is like scary at all to me right now. You know, it's like it is quite validated, I think, and pretty. And I mean, we get like kicked out of spots by cops who like totally know what we're doing, and they're like, I've been like being walked out of a school, and like the cop kind of whispered to me like, Baker 3 was sick. Like, what's happening right now? You know, like, which is fine. I mean, it's great to not get arrested, but at the same time, it's like feels pretty I don't know, whack sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it's like no matter what, too. I wonder what it's like back in Alabama with skate stuff. I remember when I was a kid, it was illegal to be on a skateboard in my hometown.
Yeah,
if you
passed laws
stepped
like that.
on a skateboard even on the street, you could get arrested. Like not just skating spots or anything. It was like it was so hated. And I know a lot of those cops who made all those laws were perverts and went to prison, but some of them ran away to Mexico. But and a couple of the ones who were really nice to us were also perverts. But
someone ran away to Mexico? Like, so we're doing that same thing that Trump says they're doing to us?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Deport those guys back here.
Yeah, what the hell? So I wonder if it's like a California thing. I don't think it is because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was the biggest game ever, and whenever that came out, and so those people who were playing that game, who were at least aware of that game, are now cop age.
Yeah. No, it's just,
so
it's
you
true.
can't.
Yeah.
It's like
and
they had to go through a level where they had to like kill a security guard or something like. They had to like destroy a security guard's life by grinding on his golf cart.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, skateboarding is very ACAB in general.
Yeah,
like, and especially back then, where the whole like skateboarding is not a crime.
You know, there was something that I think in skating it was because it was less socially acceptable. It took a different kind of person to lean into it. I mean, generalizing, of course, but it took you leaned in and you were kind of committed because you were like not cool in high school because you were like obsessed with this thing that nobody knew anything about.
Yeah.
And now people can dip in and out of it, but maybe there's a little bit less of like, I'm giving my life up to this thing.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty dramatic, but.
No, I think that's the truth. Like when I was a kid, it became my entire identity.
Yeah.
And there was not a lot of skaters where I was from. So if you were a skater, even if we had nothing in common or you were an asshole or a bad person, I'd still like force you to be my best friend.
Yeah.
Is the business of being a pro skateboarder like more being an athlete and trying to like come up with the best like segments and, you know, top the tricks that you've done, the sort of daredevil side of it? Or is it like, are you selling t-shirts? Are you selling decks? Are you, selling shoes?
Yeah. I mean, it depends. It's a whole spectrum, I guess, of pro skaters, but I think for the most part, it's more of the latter. It's kind of, you're just at the end of the day selling shit.
Yeah.
So the more, I guess, your value comes from whether people like watching you do what you do or not, and whether that makes them want to go buy a dumb t-shirt.
But are you ever like, I've got this fucking great idea for a t-shirt, I gotta write this one down, or like, oh, maybe I've got a new identity. Maybe I'm gonna be the guy who wears rainbow pants all the time.
Yeah.
And then everyone's going to buy my rainbow pants.
Yeah. I don't know. I think skaters have kind of a good radar for that kind of thing, don't you think? Where it's like,
You never want to be a rainbow pants guy.
well, I mean, rainbow pants, maybe that works for some people. But
No,
like if you switch your shit up, like your people smell that.
People
in a second.
smell it. All right.
Yeah.
Anytime there's a skater with like a proper gimmick, I feel like
Yeah.
it's really cool. People are really excited about it for a minute, and then it becomes like, whatever happened to rainbow pants?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you do decide to go down the rainbow pants route, just if you could credit me, that'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Absolutely.
Sam
Hey.
helped me come up with the rainbow pants thing.
I'm 40,
Well, there's some
so-
people who luck into it, like Chad Muska,
Oh yeah.
who just had a specific style that I feel like was also a Halloween costume.
Yeah.
And everybody,
What
people
did
loved
Chad
it.
Muska dress like?
Oh yeah, I guess since we don't have an example, let me.
Yeah.
He was wearing a backpack, backwards hat,
Oh, cool.
sometimes boombox. Those pants that go when you walk.
Yeah, these pants are loud. I remember he had a thing where he had a pair of I think this was when he rode for Osiris. I don't know if he still does or if that's still a shoe brand. But he had a pair of pants that had Velcro on the back, and then his shoes you could pop off the Osiris logo on the back and Velcro your pants to your shoes.
Oh, whoa. That's wild, man.
That was
That's awesome.
Kev, why don't you ever think of any stuff like that?
yeah.
Remember he had the zipper and the tongue where you could put your weed in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tongue of the shoe?
So you've made you have a shoe.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
New one.
When what is that process like, making a shoe?
I've done that a handful of times. Luckily, I've had like 6 or 7 shoes, but usually you're just working with a designer and kind of being like, this is what I want to skate, mix between this and that, and you just, I don't know, it's kind of a boring process, but you're kind of you're just like, this is my ultimate skate shoe, and then they're like, that's not gonna sell, and you're like, okay, what about this? And they're like, oh yeah, we could do that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Have you had any like ideas for like t-shirts or shoes that like they've just like completely been like, that's horrible?
Probably, yeah, or probably even had them that they made and then they just didn't sell.
They didn't sell.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I do almost as much as I skate now, as I do art direction and creative direction
cool.
and stuff for Baker.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like in the office thinking of t-shirts and skateboard graphics all the time.
So what's that like?
It's cool. I kind of got tricked into doing it. I just was like, I didn't intend to get that role, but I just started like helping out in there, and then I don't know. I just one day I had a desk job.
I mean, you probably are driving your car around and then you have to slam on your brakes because you have an idea that you sit in your phone and write down. What if a giraffe was mixed with those cheeseburger?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would be fun to draw Mike Myers from that SNL sketch where he's in the bathtub.
Yeah.
That's
Simon.
seriously my job. Is driving and slamming on the brakes. It is pretty accurate. You've probably seen me do that.
Freaking cool.
Yeah, it's
I gotta say, yeah.
It's super dumb and really fun, and
And the bigger graphics are sick.
Better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like skaters, I mean, all the skaters I grew up gravitating towards, they kind of did that stuff too. It's a big part of it. I guess that comes with the whole we're selling more than just like stunts or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
totally.
like,
I mean, like it's a whole
like Chad Muska, for instance, he's still doing that and making stuff, and he has his own brand, and people are kind of into, I don't know, the whole thing like I was gonna say like an artist, but it sounds corny. But
No, yeah. I mean, but like again, like that's kind of everything, isn't it? Like it's like music, right? You're a musician. You're a musician too. You know, and it's like a band is not just the songs, but the image that they present, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's always vibes for me, even with skating and stuff, and music and
Comedy.
I really could care less if somebody's good at writing. I just enjoy their charisma, their vibe. Same with music. I don't need them to be like a talented musician.
If you could hand in all, you're a multifaceted, talented person.
Thanks.
If you could hand in all your talents and focus on just one of them, which would you go for?
I don't know, man. That's tough. I would
just be like, I'm, as good of a musician as I am, as good of a comic I am, I'm like that much better of a skateboarder now.
Oh God, definitely wouldn't be skating just because I get hurt all the time.
But you'd be that much better. But yeah, you would get.
No, but it doesn't matter how good you are. You're still gonna get jacked up. Yeah. Well, unless it was like you'll never get hurt. No, because then eventually, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get hurt. It hurts so bad. As a skater, there's like 5 tricks I wish I could do really good, and if I could do those 5 tricks all the time, I think I would be completely satisfied with skating.
What 5?
I want to be able to do a frontside 360, backside 360, just really good 360 flip, ollie really high, and then like just know how to do a grind, like a Smith grind. Like I don't need to land it all the time. I just need to really properly know how to do it all the time. And that's it. And then I could cruise around and have a blast.
Have you grinded on handrails?
No, I board slid one handrail when I was in high school. We didn't have, the most stairs we had in my hometown was 4.
Yeah.
That was the most stairs across the whole town. It was a flat little town. So there's not a lot of handrail
places and
opportunities. Yeah. Well, they did, but they were condos with an elevator and stuff. It was like on the beach. So
too many elevators.
Yeah. And yeah, so there just wasn't a lot of handrail opportunities.
So do you think I should get back into skateboarding?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that I'm gonna hurt myself?
Yeah. You just gotta remember to bend your knees.
Okay. Do you think I will ever be able to do a kickflip?
Were you close when you were a kid?
I mean, I can get.
I think so.
Can you ollie?
Yeah, I can ollie. Should I try in here?
No.
No.
Sure, go for it.
This isn't my board. This is.
Well, let's hope you land on it. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Hey, yeah, you could kickflip.
Yeah,
I think.
You think I can get
I think you just gotta give it like, I think it would take you a week.
You think it would take me a
I'd
week?
like try and, yeah.
How's your body feel in general?
My knee hurts now. No, good. I like to do active stuff. I like to. Yeah.
How are you with falling? When's the last time you took a slam?
When was the last time I fell really hard playing basketball?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I broke a rib.
Yeah.
Damn,
Because I fell with my arm underneath me.
Yes.
And
it's a classic.
it just like knocked the, and it was like one of those things, and like the ribs are like one of those things where it's like, oh, they're just busted. Like,
Yeah. Nothing you can do.
yeah, nothing you can do.
I feel like skaters become friends really fast because, especially when you're a grown up, like if you meet like other skaters in your 30s, you become really lifelong friends because once you're old, you don't get to watch your friends fall down on the ground a lot. Like sometimes Kevin falls down on the ground and it really hurts him.
Yeah.
And I'm like worried about him a little bit. And so our friend, we're like, that's a new vulnerable place that a lot of your new friends, like I've never seen you fall down.
Yeah.
But if I did, I imagine we would become closer if I saw you fall on the ground.
Should we have me try a kickflip outside? Can we record that? All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
Cool. Hey, halfway. Yeah.
Is that glass? I wonder what they think.
Is that Chad Musket?
I'm like partially just like embarrassed right now. Yeah, someone just said I shot. So now that you've seen me skateboard, should I start skateboarding?
I think so, yeah.
And Kevin, you're a dad.
Yeah.
I'm also a dad.
Yeah.
Kevin, should I start skateboarding?
As a dad, no.
Thank you. Hey guys. On a scale of 1 to 10, how did I do?
10.
Definitely a 10.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the answer I was looking for. Thank you. And does getting hurt get easier? Do you get better at it?
Yeah. Well, the older you get, for me, I get hurt all the time, and it doesn't wreck my life. It's not what I do for a living. I'm not shocked. I get hurt now. The other day, I've been hurt. I've been hurt for 2 weeks now with a back thing, because the other day I skated for 3 hours, and then I was having lunch sitting at a picnic table with some friends and stood up and I threw my back out. And that's just life.
That's how it always is
Yeah.
like the small movements. I threw out my back once lifting up a shirt to put into a suitcase.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah. For me, it's getting hurt is probably worse than ever, but you get so much better at dealing with it. So,
Do you have like more of a strategy now? Like if I hurt this, I gotta ice it down.
Yeah, I spend almost just as much time fixing my previous ailments than I do like actually skating. It's like one half of the job.
Do you stretch now?
I do, yeah.
When did that
I try
start?
all this stuff. I mean, way later than it should have.
Yeah.
But because somewhat recently. But yeah, a lot of stretching, a lot of just all day long.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who's just now deciding to get into skateboarding?
Like a kid or like a man or woman?
Maybe like a guy who was in a sketch group for a long time, has a really pretty solid comedy career.
Yeah. Any gender?
Yeah. Okay. Great. I would tell them to, just like if you want to do it, just get in it for not the results, but just being there and being a skater and like just tap in, go hang out with your friends and be in the parking lot for a while.
What's the wrong thing to say to a skater to be friends when you're like, hey, I just started skating? Hey, what's up? Sick board, man. Is that wrong?
No, I think that's cool. That's nice. That skateboard is so cool. I love how it looks. That's better than I think, like, let me see your board or whatever sometimes people will say. And that's fun. It's just sometimes I'm like, I don't want you to fall down or something.
What do you think about longboarders? People who have longboards who go, I skateboard.
Fucking dorks. No, that's scary. Some of that stuff. They're like, they got to wear those gloves.
Oh, yeah. With the wax on it.
Oh, yeah, that's freaky shit.
That's the scary part.
Keep skating around in gloves. Actually, when I was a kid, some skaters would sometimes put like a glove on, and if they had like a bad injury on their hand, is that why they would do that? And I always was like, I hope I can get a bad injury on this hand so I can wear a glove.
Yeah.
I have an excuse to wear.
That's cool.
You can wear a glove, pal.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, you can pull it off. I mean, if anyone can pull it off, you can.
Thanks. You ever wear a glove?
No.
Did you ever skate with a cast when you were a kid?
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I was too scared. I remember one time doing a trick in front of my dad's new girlfriend. He was so proud of me. I made him look so cool.
That's awesome.
What was the trick?
I did a shove it off of some kicker ramp.
Oh, wow.
And my dad looked at his girlfriend like, so that's what they're still together.
Good genes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still together.
Yeah.
That's why you're still doing it.
I am, because I want his
that.
wife to be impressed. Like, wow, you raised a really good, strong boy.
Okay. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank
This
you.
has been enlightening. It's been maybe even life-changing for me.
Yeah,
If you guys
it's
see
only
me
the
in a
beginning.
cast, though, like, no, it's your fault.
Hey, you're living it.
I'll have my son come to you and be like, this is why my dad can't, you're why my dad can't hold me anymore.
Sounds good.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on Sam Brown University TV. You are now both graduates of Sam Brown University in the part of the major of skateboarding. We have a skateboarding program here. I'm going to give you blank diplomas. Usually I fill them out. I showed up late today, so they're blank today.
That's really.
Sick.
Do you have a diploma?
I've never graduated anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know I got a diploma somewhere.
I got.
nice.
Yeah, I have no diplomas. Thank you.
I'm
Wow.
gonna fill it out before you guys leave.
Hell yes.
President of university.
Yeah, that's me.
So cool. Thanks, man.
My stepmom.
So-
now.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Whitmer. You guys are our first skateboarding graduates. Please come back.
Of course.
And I think to answer the question, it's never too late to start skateboarding. And I will one day be able to kickflip. Thank you so much for doing it. And school's out. Class dismissed. Oh, yeah. Do you guys want to plug anything?
When does it come out?
Probably around, like, Weapons might be
Yeah.
just out, but go see Weapons. I think regardless, it's either about to come out or
Yeah. See weapons.
see Weapons. Keep an eye out for Whit's new comedy special.
Mhm.
Kevin, you have anything?
Not really.
Check out Baker Skateboard.
Yeah, check out Baker Skateboard.
Yeah, .com. Yeah, know that the art was directed by a cool guy who was really supportive of me eventually breaking an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, flex. And a graduate. Yeah.
Yeah.
A graduate of Sam Brown University. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
I got a follow-up. Here is the first ever Sam Brown University epilogue.
I believe it's actually pronounced epilogy.
Epilogian. As you can see, I ended up breaking my arm. I was practicing my kickflips every day. I was out there, and even if I wasn't practicing I realized, hey, I'm not just going to go from 0 to 60. I got to get some of these fundamentals down. And I was practicing my ollies. I was putting them up on TikTok. I was actually worried that I would do the kickflip way too soon, and like the episode, by the time the episode would come, everyone would be like, oh yeah, we know Sam skateboards. He already did this kickflip. That isn't what happened. I was practicing a stationary ollie, and they say it's easier if you're moving because you're like, like you're heading, your momentum's going one way, but if you're still, it could go, you don't know which way the momentum's going. And I slipped out and I fell. I don't have video of the fall, stupidly, but I do have video of me. One of the first days I went to a skate park where I fell, and it was a very similar fall. And I was like, you know what? That just happens. Get back up. And I slipped and I fell again. I fell directly on my wrist, but I was wearing my wrist guards. That didn't matter because then all my weight went here and I dislocated my elbow. Yeah, we have a picture here. And then also the clip from the ring cam.
You seemed very calm. Like the ring cam, you're very calm. You're handling the situation gracefully.
I felt like I was like dead man walking a little bit at that point. Because like as soon as I like get in there, it's like as soon as it's like, yeah, you have to go to the hospital, it's done, and I did something stupid and all that. And so I was living in that moment before I'd really injured myself, even though I was very injured. We drove to the wrong hospital. We drove to like the hospital I usually go to, but I didn't realize that my hospital doesn't have an emergency room. And that was probably the most painful bit, was like driving around with a dislocated arm, because you hit speed bumps and stuff, and it just hurts a whole lot.
The velocity hurts. Emily is none too happy.
I said this was gonna happen. Literally this.
So yeah, I'm on my way to the ER. Woo!
But then I went to the hospital and they put me under. They gave me all the drugs. It was funny. I was going under and the guy was like, "So you do improv?" And I was like, "How'd this guy know? Am I coming off as funny as like?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Maybe I do this one sketch comedy troupe, Whitest Kids You Know." And then like I like woke up and they were done with the putting my elbow back in, and And then later I realized I was wearing a shirt that said "Night at the Improv." And they were all like, "Do you remember what you were saying?" Like, because like I guess no one knew. Everyone's like, yeah. We're doctors. We don't watch your sketch show. And the name sounds really weird when it's out of context. I got my elbow put back in and I was like, great. All right. I just got to like give it rested up and then I'll be back to skateboarding. No. I went to an orthopedist. He told me that I had what's called a terrible triad, which means I broke my elbow in two places, that like also two places and then like a ligament tear. And then to make things worse, I also got a call that day that I had a callback for a commercial. To make that worse, the commercial, which I did the first audition for, involved me getting tackled by an NFL running back, about the top NFL running back. Like they asked me, like, can you get tackled in the first commercial? But it's like one of these things where it's like way too much money to like not do. So I went to the commercial audition the day I was getting like assessed for this. And I had my cast on underneath my clothes. And I just tried to play it off like nothing was wrong. Like I just had like a fat forearm. To make it even worse, I did the whole thing. I ended up, I did it, but now I'm on the ground and I realized that like, oh no, I only have like one arm to get up with and I'm still trying to play it off. And like, it looked so bad, me getting up, that like the other person in the commercial and the commercial director like came over and like helped me up. Like two people were like, oh, this person has a problem getting off the ground. They asked me, they're like, do you have a problem falling down? And I was like, nah, I hit my elbow a little skateboarding, but I'm fine. Meanwhile, I like just came from the doctor and he was like, no, it's called the terrible triad. Then I get the freaking call, I get put on a veil, which for all you non-Hollywood types out there, I'm Hollywood Sam Brown over here, is like basically like you're on hold to be on be in the commercial. You're on a like an extremely short list. It's like between you and another person. And so I'm not going to call them and be like, hey, by the way, I'm broken. Cause I feel like they'll just be like, all right, let's just give it to the other guy. So I was just like, I'm not going to make it a problem till it's a problem. I'm on a veil and the surgery they're telling me is on Monday. So like I'm on a veil for a fitting on Wednesday. At this point, I tell my doctor, I'm like, hey, I have this commercial where I'll get tackled by an NFL running back. And he's like, yeah, don't. Like, it's like, obviously that's not ideal. And using that sort of language of like, okay, so yeah, that's not something that you do. But like, also he's like aware that I'm a person who needs to make a paycheck and needs to pay for a very expensive surgery that I'm getting.
Here I am. Getting ready to have metal put in my wrist. Having surgery. So still, jury's out. I might never kickflip again. We'll see.
I got the surgery and my arm was like dead weight. They put a nerve block in. So it was just like, at that point, just like luggage. And it felt like I was like carrying around like just like a log around my neck for, you know, the log of shame. I was so freaked out. I was calling friends. I was asking them advice. Actually, Zach from episode 1 was like, dude, just don't say anything. Go in, get hit by that running back, and then be like, oh, I broke my arm. You need to pay me millions of dollars. Right before I went into my follow-up appointment, I get a call from my commercial agent, and they say I just didn't get the part, and I was fine with that at that point. I was like, all right, I didn't get this job that would be like a good paycheck, but also I'm not gonna get yelled at by a producer today. So now here I am on the long road to recovery. I still cannot straighten my arm completely. The doctor said I may never be able to completely straighten my arm. I did, in fact, I have been in a period where I haven't been able to lift my son. So that sucks. But, you know, I'm doing good with this arm. I'll lift him with this arm. And there's just certain games Wally doesn't get to play anymore.
I wonder if he's going to explain that to his therapist someday.
Yeah, someday. Someday he'll show him this. But I'll tell you, it is like going through this experience. One of like the worst parts about it. All right. The medical bill is insane. And it is insane. You know, there's not much you can break around your house that's going to be as expensive to replace as your body. And this is what I was thinking about. Like when I did it is like when I was on the ground having you know, realized that I hurt myself, I was bummed I had to stop skateboarding. I was bummed that like there was this thing that I was doing, that I was having fun, like focusing on doing, and that and I was excited to be a part of that world again, and to like, you know, like work on these like long dormant lack of skills, I will say, but like work on this thing and have this little hobby that I could do that was something that I once enjoyed, that I was enjoying again. And then the other thing that sucks about that too is like when you like start going like, hey, I'm skateboarding, or like searching like, you know, like skateboarding online, your algorithm for everything is like, oh, we got you. And you see nothing but skateboarding on Instagram and on TikTok. And there's so much of it. And there's so much like nowadays in skateboarding that makes it look like so like, I wouldn't say easy, but like accessible. And you like so instantly feel like part of a community. Like all the Reddits and the different channels you can follow that like break down like how to do certain tricks and stuff. Like I've been in touch with Whit and Kevin since then, and you know, like they've been great. They've been like, how's the elbow, and like telling me about how their body's all jacked up and all that, and so, you know, to revisit the question, when is it too late to get into skateboarding? I think it's still never too late. I do wish I like lost a little bit more weight. I wish like a big part of me is like, I should have learned from what will be episode 3 of the podcast.
Good plug. Is
Fat Healthy with Mike Michel. And you know, lost some weight before. I think if it wasn't as much stress on the elbow, I think it could have survived. And so where I'm at now, will I ever skateboard again? You know, I had to like really, one of the big hurdles is Emily. And I'm not going to put this all on Emily.
Kind of sounds like you just did.
It's not, I'm not putting it all on Emily. It's that like, I'm letting her down if I hurt myself skateboarding. Like before I'm a skateboarder, I need to be a partner and I need to be a dad. And there's certain things I am responsible for that. And so talking to her about this, I was like, I'm going to try and convince you that I can get back to skateboarding once I'm like healthy, that I can like get back to this. And she said no. And then I said, well, no, I will get like healthy and in shape, like healthier than I would be to skateboard. And then you can't say no. And then she said, you can skateboard once you lose 100 pounds.
Yeah, I was wondering though, like, because the thing that I had a couple takeaways from this story. One of them is that the wrist guards worked. So what if you just covered your entire body in wrist guards?
Yeah, I've thought about if I had elbow pads, would that have helped? I don't think it would have.
Really?
Well, because it was the impact, right?
It wasn't like elbow pads protect from the direct impact on the elbow, but this was the weight of my body was putting on the joint that made it pop out of its socket.
Okay, so there's a weight thing. Yeah, lose 100 pounds.
So will I ever kickflip? I'm further away from it now than I was when I started, but maybe. I still dream of the day that I land a kickflip. I got pretty close. Do I regret it? From a bank account standpoint, yeah, a little bit. But like from a life standpoint, it's all part of the journey.